All right, guys, 2020 Tesla Model X dog setting review. Let's figure it out. Okay, so for our stats right now, we have 264 miles of range, all right? We have the thermostat set on 70, and we have dog setting on. We're gonna get out of the car, we're gonna leave it sit, we're gonna come back 2 hours later. We're gonna start the stopwatch, dog mode on, 264 miles on a percentage there. We are parked in the sun. I'll show you when we get out. It's in a hot area right now. I did help the car out. I put the just a basic sunshade up. I also put the roof covering up, right? So sunshade, roof shade, dog setting, and you can see right here we are not charging, okay? Our battery is pretty full, 264 miles of range, but nothing's being charged. AC is on and set. Again, dog mode is activated. We're gonna get out of the car. Why does that say charging? Hold on, let's figure this out here. So the charger was in before, but I stopped it, unlock. We're gonna pull that out. Give me 1 second. So we'll make sure it doesn't automatically charge here. Charger's out. Make sure this is set up correctly. Okay, so now, car is off, as you can see right there on the dashboard. Car is off, nothing's being charged. We'll go back over here, make sure everything's still set up. Dog mode is on, temperature set at 70. Helping the car by using a sun visor and sunshade, as you should. And now we are going to leave it. Close this door up, boom, simple. You can see right there, it says, my owner will be back soon. Car temperature is set at 68, it's 70 where it's set, and it says air conditioner is on. We're gonna lock the car. Okay, car is locked. The warning still shows on the screen right there. If you can see it, it's pretty cool. That way, if somebody looks through the window of your Tesla, they hear your dog bark and they look in, the first thing they see is a big sign that says, my owner will be back soon. Air conditioning is running. All right, that's about it. Again, look at the front of the car. Sun visor's up. You can hear the fan running for the AC. It's okay. It's parked directly in the sun. I want to see what's going to happen, man. I want to see the condition of this battery when we come back. And here she sits. We're going to leave it. It's, I don't know what time it is. I'm going to turn this off, start a stopwatch, come back 2.5 hours later. I'll let you know. That'll represent basically like a turnover, a catch up with an owner, dog training in the afternoon, whatever, and we're gonna check the battery and see where we're at. All right, guys, I got caught up on some phone calls, so we are actually 3 hours and 10 minutes into this test. Still here. Aircon's running, the fans are running now. The sun went down about, I don't know, maybe 30 minutes ago. Not down, but the sun kind of dropped off behind the backside of the mountain 30 minutes ago. So now we're here. So obviously this thing sensed I was out here. So now we're gonna go up, pop it open, get everything rocking. Right now it's gonna be obviously a lot easier for this to maintain because the sun's not on the car anymore. So we'll step into here. AC still black. Oh, it's cold in here. Yeah, it's cold. And we haven't taken that much off, so 257. Let's go up here, let's check. We're gonna, hold on 1 second. Turn that off now so that it's not too loud. And again here, 3 hours in, 257. So if you've been watching the 1751, right at 6 o'clock, 6 p.m. So we're doing pretty good right there. That's not bad at all. 257 miles in. So I say it works, man. Car stayed cool. It stayed below 60. Everything worked. Now, again, one of the things that I did to help the car out, why is that? Whoa, take the zoom off. Sorry about that, guys. Is I used the sunshade that comes with Tesla to cover the glass roof, and I use an actual reflector there. Now, if I was gonna buy this car and then set this up, I'd go one above that. I would get an RV shade that's about up to here, the reflective. I would remove the sunshades, so these go right back into their little spots right here. The magnet lock there, and I would actually use an RV shade that would go all the way up, and I would just cut that RV shade to go around this block. So that way, instead of just having this soft shade, it would actually have a reflective, much thicker shade going all the way up. I think that would help out dramatically. All right, guys, the test is finished. Got her plugged back in and charging up. And something else I wanted to show. I showed the other day how you can have a large Ruffling Kennel pointed out the back with one intermediate and then another medium one in the front. You can also reverse that. So this is how most likely I'm going to run this with putting dogs in here, right? I'm going to have 2 intermediates. Really important to face that front vent forward. You don't want that front vent collecting all the heat from the back of the car, right? This way the dog's going to have way more airflow. We have side vents in the A-pillars that are just blowing cold air on the dogs. We have side vents right here pushing out cold air towards the dogs. It just helps to get a lot more airflow in there to keep the dogs nice and cool. Large, again, Shepherds, Rottweilers, Dobermans that can all fit in a large easy. Intermediates, smaller Malinois, Pit Bulls, and all the dogs below there. What you would do is, I would cover these seats with a pad. I'll find a pad, a tarp, something like that. A big, thick moving blanket works great. Cover everything up to protect it. Dog 1 goes in, dog 2 goes in, dog 3 goes in. Now, another option, depending how you want to set it up, is this. Option number 2 is to run 2 larges. So that's 2 larges in the back of a Tesla Model X. Boom. Look at that, man. Right there. I had somebody else tell me the larges won't fit. 2 larges. Now the benefit is you have 2 larges. Let's go ahead and close it up. Do it wrong. There it goes. Just to show these fit no problem, no fuss, no muss. Now the awesome part is this, guys. You can have 2 passengers, right? Front seat, passenger seat, driver. You have this entire area still left open for gear. You have your Tesla rear trunk, which is massive. You have the front trunk, which I can show too. But you have a tremendous amount of room. Now, obviously, you can still fit, let's take a look. So I don't recommend ever transporting dogs like this. There's not enough air movement. I like to have a lot of air moving around dogs. But this is a medium-sized crate, an intermediate. You can obviously fit that right in the back. No problem. You still have the 2 larges, 1 intermediate. But what I suggest is keep the back totally open. Use the back right here for dog prep. Dogs can come out of the kennel. Obviously, put a nice pad right here, something to protect the inside of the vehicle. There's all kinds of aftermarket kits for it. You have your storage. You have all this space for gear. And you still have the whole front seat area for gear and or a secondary passenger if you need. Now, another benefit to running 2 larges like this is that the rear AC vents, pillar right there, and then obviously the air in the front is blowing directly into the kennels, which that's what you want, man. Now, another cool option on a nicer day, let's say it's a nice day and you just need to store the dogs somewhere and you want the dogs to tuck away in there, you can always do like this, right? So you could open up all 4 sides of the vehicle, which would give the dogs tremendous amount of fresh air, obviously cross breeze. You're still giving the dogs shade depending on how you're parked. Another option, man, an option you probably don't think about when thinking about a Tesla and how you can transport dogs in it, how you can run dogs in it, which, you know, always be creative, man. So we'll put everything back down. We might be able to, just starting to learn. Nope. I think I unlocked it. There we go. 1 button with traction. Love it. Just like that, man. Ready to go. So my overall take on the Tesla dog mode, man, it is amazing when you really think about it. There's some RVs on the market that do the same thing, but this is most likely more reliable, and you can also monitor it on your cell phone. So 3 hours in the sun, maintained its temperature, and really didn't chew up that much noticeable battery. You gotta love it, man. It's just incredible. So that's a neat feature. Dog transporters, dog trainers, not really for transporters, but dog trainers, especially city environment, it's a vehicle you got to check out. I mean, you really do. It's that good when it comes to safety of the dogs, etc.